Yo, it's Adonis. You're watching the one and only Gandhi Quiz on F.T.R. TV. Stay tuned in, because this is for the real. If you're not real, keep it moving.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop me how? I was the shit back then, just like I am now. Yeah, now y'all figuring y'all shutting me down. Come on, this a don't crack musical, bow to the crown. Real talk, nigga. Y'all gon' crush me out. I was the shit back then, just like I am now. I am now. How y'all figuring y'all shutting me down? This a don't crack musical, bow to the crown. First time seeing my own blood, turn me to a savage. Had niggas, baby mamas, carrying around Mac clips. I'm on that anything's necessary shit beyond that. Took the streets by fire, niggas gotta fall back. Played the front line with war and physical contact. Hopped at a dumpster to burn niggas for a score back. Pop your rental up, turn that shit into a casket. The concrete imprint, take it past that rap shit. Laughing at your presence, it can't match my passage. Y'all overreacting, I'm so relaxing. I had nightmares of getting popped up during 2 hours. Waking up reaching for my steamers ready to move out. The city's gotten worse since today's spent the nights. They ain't believe in my nation cause we so precise. Yes, naughty at 16, they said that was sheer hype. Till they seen them crackers had me fighting for my life. Yeah, y'all gonna stop me how? I was the shit back then, just like I am now. Yeah, now y'all figuring y'all shutting me down. This a don't crack musical, bow to the crown. Real talk, we talk.
It's your boy Gon Quigs. You are now in tune to F.T.R. Television, episode 83. We here, we working. Before we get started, I would like you to hit that like button, subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop this nice, great content. And most importantly, please share the content. Please share the content. Today's episode, I want to build on having a keen focus, not being distracted through a daily, you figure through your daily activities. If you a person that live your life on the go, how many people you'd say you come in contact with just in passing? Depending on what city you're from, thousands. Depending on what city you live in, it's a possibility you face thousands of people a day. You can't possibly please every single one of them. So you're gonna have moments. You yourself as an individual have to deem what's important. Me personally, I don't think everybody's worth my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that everyone's worth my time. I don't think that me dealing with certain things is important. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. That's just me. Because I think highly of myself. And I think highly of the things that I indulge in because, you know, you could fuck around and get involved in some shit that you wish you stayed away from. Growing up, when I was younger growing up, I have to say 89% of my problems came with dealing with the wrong type of people. I had a bad judgment of character. I thought everybody that I came in contact with that smiled and we was cool, I thought they were friends. And then I found out the hard way that those motherfuckers are just people that come through. Some of them you're not meant to stick with you. Some of them are not meant to take the journey in life with you. That's where the keen focus comes into play. Self-awareness, that's when that comes into play. You know? And it took a lot for me over the years to stay consistent in these actions, to say, man, this shit took place before. Learn from that. May that be a lesson to you. I didn't take it as a lesson. I looked at it as a loss. And sometimes when you look at things as a loss, you have a fucked up reaction behind a loss. A lot of us do. I know I do. So I started looking at it as a lesson. So I have a much broader way of looking at anything that I go through. And still staying in tune to what I'm supposed to be doing. I said on one of my records, the shit that I'm doing nowadays, I'm supposed to be doing this with my life. This is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I figured that as my faith long time ago. This is what I'm supposed to do. Hip hop. Fashion is something new. This is something new. I thank God for my creative spirits. Fashion is something new. But I fell in love with doing this shit, so you're gonna see some things soon. Always cop that merch. Cop that merch. Man, they don't come in more flavors than we do, baby. Don't crack. Nobody come in more flavors than we do. Nobody. Being accountable is everything. Like, for instance, right? I wish more people in the world would take accountability. Especially corporate America. Especially them. Corporate America, for as long as I can remember, has always taken what we do in black culture and twisted and make it be whatever they think it is. That's not how it goes. Like, I watched, what's that? NSNBC, I think it is. NSNBC, NSNBC, I think that news channel, that news station. And they were trying to, like, compare, like, Kendrick Lamar and Drake's battle to the Joe Biden, Donald Trump presidential campaign, pinning Joe Biden as the political version of Kendrick Lamar and Donald Trump as Drake. This shit is crazy. I'm sitting watching this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? It was crazy. Check it out.
In this report about a figure who's been at the top so long, many say his time is over, and a challenger who will stop at nothing for the throne. Now, that might apply to the president defending his title from a former president, but this is actually a different throne. As the rapper with the most hits, Drake, fights the rap artist with the most acclaimed poetry, Kendrick Lamar. And that's not all, because I can tell you in the past 6 weeks, there are about 10 new songs from 4 different artists, mostly arrayed against Drake. And at the core of it, a battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. These songs are topping the charts. They're captivating fans. As a matter of news, Joe Biden's presidential campaign has just engaged on the Kendrick Lamar side, using his new lyrics to go against Trump. We are talking about an event that is so big in our culture, it has become part of our politics and public life, driving debates and plenty of news.
Drake and Kendrick Lamar are trending after taking aim at one another.
There is a lot to unpack in the Drake and Kendrick Lamar feud.
The two legendary rappers going at it all weekend, each making some very wild accusations.
If Drake and Kendrick Lamar got in a rap battle, who do you think would win?
Got to go with Kendrick.
So,
Hi, Jody.
the winner in music, a big surprise, Kendrick Lamar.
The Pulitzer Prize in music almost always has gone to someone in the world of contemporary classical music.
I love the Drake new project, and I just really take that as, love from my little brother.
There's another battle next week, right? And I don't want to hear about it. I'm signing you up, man.
The two best of their generation in their prime. I've never seen a rap battle give us this much music.
Throwing haymakers like Lamar, Kendrick at Drake.
Everyone keeps coming up to me and asking, Gail, where do you stand on this Drake, Kendrick Lamar feud?
Yeah. To me, has been the best rap battle I've ever witnessed.
Governor Adlai Stevenson's line, well, Lamar echoes him in this line in the battle directed at Drake.
Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Lamar taking shots from a higher ground, and he lit the fuse for this whole battle in a recent verse after a long-running Cold War between these two. Then both artists did about 11 songs in all, including 8 in just the last 17 days, a flurry of music. Lamar argues in these songs that Drake is a, quote, scam artist with the hopes of being accepted and proclaiming himself the true artist, like a modern Raphael who heals and gives you art. But he says the industry's cooked as he picks the carcass apart. Diss songs I've been telling you about against Drake, they're doing higher numbers with more likes than Drake, and they're breaking records, again, coming out of the unpredictable, organic, spontaneous exchange of poetry between these two lyricists. Now, Lamar himself cautions against using only that kind of metric. In the new songs, he criticizes faking for likes and digital hugs. It's on one of those new diss tracks, and he contrasts that with authentic credibility. Indeed, in these songs, after lodging objections to bad taste and bad ideas and appropriation and exploitation, Kendrick Lamar underscores his argument, which I've told you is supported by many in America right now, that he actually represents a movement. He says, notice, I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling. End quote. All right. Now, art is not usually a competition, but we all have choices to make, from how we live to what we support. And even when it's boiled down to just picking sides, it can be more significant to look not only at who you endorse, because we're all going to make up our own minds, and I encourage you to do that, but how are we getting there? And are we communicating and figuring that out? Do we define the criteria and values we use to make these choices, political, musical, cultural, or otherwise? And do we figure out if those criteria and values are correct, or if they need to evolve? You know, this battle tested those values for many in real time. And what happens in the culture matters, not only in the moment, because we're here on the first draft of history, but often for years to come, especially for the next generation, shaping minds. And a lot more people follow culture than news and politics. So when we have one of these big debates in real time, we should listen to each other and definitely to the next generation. What do people stand for? Who do we oppose? Why do you care if they're not like us? And what do we want to be? In the end, I've told you before, lyrics are poetry. They can help us see and grow. And some of these questions, how we answer them together, are even more important than anything else in the debate.
That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. That right there is the prime example of them taking our shit and twisting our shit. And they basically, if you paid attention to it, he basically, if we didn't know, because we report the shit and we live the culture, if we didn't know, he would have been painting a picture to us, and some people would have believed that shit. But from, as you can tell from the way that he painted that picture, he's not talking to us. He's talking to the average conservative American that really don't give a fuck about our culture. They don't care to know about the culture. They don't give a fuck. They just deal with it. It's people like that that we have to keep the culture away from. He would be no different than Drake is. He would be no different than Drake is. Drake don't want to admit it. Stay away from them young girls, nigga. Take accountability and own up to the sickness that you're a part of, motherfucker. You fucking with these young bitches, nigga. The ones that are too young. Ain't nothing wrong with fucking with a young bitch, but that young nigga, teenage young, nah, nigga. You too old for that shit, nigga. Better relax before you end up in prison and with an asshole full of time, and your cellmate giving you an asshole full of time, motherfucker. But even what surprised me about that situation is for some of the older rappers, after so many years of supposedly standing on high values coming from the culture and the street corners where this shit comes from, they was really siding with the machine. So I sent a message out to them, and you know who you are. You know you niggas was talking about Kendrick's song was whack. That's because you want an interview from Drake. All you podcast niggas, them motherfuckers want an interview from Drake. So you want to say, Drake went to a nigga, even yo bullshit ass biased decisions and biased ways of looking at shit cannot sway a win on that boy behalf. The boy behalf. Where's the man at? Some of you podcast niggas is boys. We at now? We at, nigga? And it's fucked up because some of y'all thought y'all was cool as shit. Now I see you a corny ass nigga too. I don't know. This shit, that entire battle, I'm happy it took place. Maybe that boy will take accountability for the foul shit he been doing to the many people he keep coming across, and then he pacify them after doing foul shit to him. It's like the worst motherfucker on earth. How you pacify somebody after doing foul shit to him? It just shows that you're a royal piece of shit. It shows that you're a royal piece of shit to do that. Me and my guys growing up, and this is to some of you niggas with no type of integrity. Growing up, me and my crew, dealing with women, we never let women come between us. My man never looked at my woman, and I never looked at his woman. And if any one of them bitches was trying to be on some funny shit, they got canceled quick. Nowadays, there's no type of integrity. Your fucking man and be fucking the shit out of you, the woman that's taking you through all the shit that's taking you through, and she taking you through it because she fucking your friend. Can't blame the bitch at that point. It's you corny ass niggas. I don't blame the woman for that. I don't blame no bitch wedging in between a friendship of two guys. I'm not blaming no fucking female for fucking that up. You niggas is weak-minded. You niggas is tender dick. Y'all let that shit happen. That's because you probably didn't really like this motherfucker in the first place, but you called him your day one. You niggas ain't shit out here. My name is Gone Quigs. This is F.T.R. Television, episode 83. We here to get busy. Hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell. Please share the content. I will be joining you more often. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, and we're going to do it for the culture, man.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop me how? I was the shit back then, just like I am now. Yeah, now y'all figuring y'all shutting me down. Come on, this a don't crack musical, bow to the crown. Real talk, nigga. Y'all gon' crush me out. I was the shit back then, just like I am now. I am now. How y'all figuring y'all shutting me down? This a don't crack musical, bow to the crown. First time seeing my own blood, turn me to a savage. Had niggas, baby mamas, carrying around Mac clips. I'm on that anything's necessary shit beyond that. Took the streets by fire, niggas gotta fall back. Played the front line with war and physical contact. Hopped at a dumpster to burn niggas for a score back. Pop your rental up, turn that shit into a casket. The concrete imprint, take it past that rap shit. Laughing at your presence, it can't match my passes. Y'all overreacting, I'm so relaxing. I had nightmares of getting popped up during 2 hours. Waking up reaching for my steamers ready to move out. The city's gotten worse since today's spent the nights. They ain't believe in my nation cause we so precise. Yes, now they at 16, they said that was sheer hype. Till they seen the crackers had me fighting for my life. Yeah, y'all gonna stop me how? I was the shit back then, just like I am now. Yeah, now y'all figuring y'all shutting me down. This a don't crack musical, bow to the crown.